Dust motes danced in the attic's dim light. James, rummaging through his grandmother's old trunk, unearthed a faded photograph. It depicted a family, their smiles frozen in time, posed before a stately Victorian house. He showed it to his grandmother, her frail hand trembling as she took it.
The Jenkins family. They lived in that house until they vanished.
James, intrigued, urged her to tell him more. She spoke of a happy family, well known in their small town. Then one day they were gone. No note, no goodbye, just an empty house left behind. The story sent shivers down James's spine. The family's disappearance, the unanswered questions, it was a mystery begging to be solved. He spent the rest of the day poring over local archives, searching for any mention of the Jenkins family. His grandmother's tale had sparked a curiosity within him, a need to understand the truth behind their disappearance. Days turned into weeks as James delved deeper into the mystery. He scoured newspaper clippings, interviewed elderly residents, but found no concrete answers. The Jenkins family seemed to have disappeared into thin air. The more he learned, the more unsettling the mystery became. The lack of clues, the whispers of strange occurrences at the house, all fueled his determination. He visited the house, its paint peeling, windows boarded up. An air of melancholy hung over the property, a palpable silence that spoke volumes. Standing before the house, James felt a chill despite the summer sun. He could almost picture the family, their laughter echoing through the halls, children playing in the overgrown garden. The image clashed with the stark reality of the empty, decaying house. Determined to find answers, James continued his research, each dead end fueling his need to know the truth. Weeks later, while driving past the old Jenkins house, James noticed something different. The windows, once boarded up, were now clear, a light flickering inside. His heart pounded in his chest. Could someone be living there after all these years? He parked his car and cautiously approached the house. As he drew closer, he noticed the figure of an elderly man peering at him from the window. Mustering his courage, James knocked on the door. It creaked open slowly, revealing the man from the window. He had a gaunt face, his eyes deep-set and unnervingly intense.
"Can I help you, son?"
James explained his interest in the house, his search for information about the Jenkins family. A flicker of something unreadable crossed the old man's face.
"Some things are best left buried. The past can be a dangerous thing to dig up."
He closed the door, leaving James standing on the porch, a sense of unease settling upon him. Despite the old man's warning, James couldn't shake off the feeling that he was close to uncovering the truth. Driven by an inexplicable pull, he found himself drawn back to the house that night. He stood across the street, hidden in the shadows, watching the house, a sense of foreboding washing over him. As he watched, the house seemed to come alive. Lights flickered on upstairs, their glow casting dancing shadows on the walls. Then, he saw them. Silhouettes of a family, their forms eerily familiar, moved past the window. A cold dread gripped him. The Jenkins family, or at least their spectral counterparts, had returned. The sight sent a shiver down his spine, and he knew then that some mysteries are better left unsolved. As he turned to leave, the old man's words echoed in his ears.
"Some things are best left buried."
The experience left an indelible mark on James, a stark reminder that some secrets are best left undisturbed.